Well, and experiential and putting things, contextualizing things. My husband's here and he can attest. I'm redoing my entire kitchen. Everything's white because of your site, and you had a blog on white. And so it was like, oh, everything has to be white, white tile, white walls, white everything, white hardware. And it was because of, you guys don't just throw flash sales up. You actually educate us on how to make things beautiful. And how does that feel to actually be infusing people's homes with a level of beauty? You're not just selling a product.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, the first thing is, I think the other piece of advice that we got, we were talking about moving quickly, was actually from my husband, so we got two good pieces of advice, one from each husband, was to be authentic. And I think, that's a lot of also, I think what makes us, really special is that everybody that works at One Kings Lane, starting with myself and Allie, super passionate about the home, trying to find, the right way to decorate our homes, the right way to entertain, new ways to fold napkins, all this stuff. So we understand that, like, if we can help you understand how to do that, then that's actually great for you, because everybody, we understand this is like one of the hardest areas. People have a really tough time, and a very low confidence level in doing this. So anything that we can do, and the word you use is exactly what we talk about, is contextualize the merchandise. It's great for everybody because it helps our members understand what to do with the product, and how they can do different things with it, and it helps us have better sales.
Who was your first vendor, and have your vendors kind of become part of your family in any way?
Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, we have an amazing vendor base. I think we work with something like over 2,000 vendors now. But, the first ones, I mean, I go back and think about it. I can remember Allie and I went to New York in December of 2008 and January of 2009. 2009, we went to our first New York gift show, which is a very big show for the home industry. We didn't have a website. We had 3 pages of a deck. Most of these vendors, this is not a forward group, the home industry, so a lot of them didn't even have their own websites at that time. And we're like, hey, we've got this great new idea. You should work with us. And they're like, why? Because we've got a great way. We're going to build this amazing platform, and we're going to help you market your brand, and you're going to be able to sell a lot of product also. But get on the bus now, and you'll see, how great it's going to be. And, all we needed, I really believe that all we needed was enough to fill the calendar for the first month, and that once it started, if it was successful, that others would follow, and that's, definitely what happened. But, it's kind of amazing. We have done the last 2 years at the January gift show, we've done a big vendor appreciation party. And, again, another detail, another thing that people are like, a retailer has never, done anything showing us their appreciation for us. And, we talk about it every day. It's another, our vendors are a customer to us. It's like we wouldn't be here if it weren't for them, So we take a lot, we put a huge amount of effort in how we deal with them and how we communicate with them and keeping them in the know of what's going on at One Kings Lane. And, they're really, they're our lifeline, basically.
Well, my vendors with the tea company threw my wedding for me eventually, so it's definitely.
So you must feel
But that's that kind of thing where once you become family, it's really hard to have a short-term business.
Yeah.
It's really it becomes a family, and that I think is so valuable, which adds to the authenticity you were talking about.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I get notes, I get handwritten notes and emails every week from vendors, just saying hey, it is such a pleasure to work with you guys, and your team is amazing, which is so great.